Have you ever tried eating something without damaging your lipstick? This is how you do it. Yo! So in this video I'll be talking about differences between England and Poland. You might know or you might not know, basically I'm from Poland and I've been here for about 10 years now in England, and I can tell there's many differences between those two countries, and I thought it'd be a bit funny to make this video as well because it's quite funny because of the differences. So if you're wondering where I got this hat from, it's from River Island, but it was last year that I bought it, so they probably don't have it now, but they might. And this jumper is from Primark, and I'll do a haul for you, I think soon, haul of December, but I'm still kind of collecting my items because I want to put them all together, not have like one item. I'd rather have like about 10 items than just one. That makes sense? But it's going to be probably from like 1st of December till 20th, because Christmas items are going to be like different. So I'll probably do another haul after Christmas, if I get anything, because money is a big issue at the minute. So, the first thing that I want to talk about is the weather. The weather is like the main issue that's going on, and there's a giant difference between England and Poland. Basically, Poland's got normal weather, like, you know, winter it's really cold, summer it's really hot. And people don't understand that it's actually cold in winter and hot in summer. They think it's just cold anyway. I don't know where's everyone getting this information from, but it's not true. So if you ever heard this before, now you know it's not true. Summer is really hot, so much hotter in this country. Obviously it's not from like Africa, but it's about, I'd say, 30 degrees, something like this. And England is, to me, rain. Just rain. Like obviously you get like some sunny days and some winter days, but it's mainly rain. In winter it's cold, but not as cold as Poland, and in summer it's hot, but not as hot as Poland. But mainly, I would describe the weather myself as rain. And it's not very nice because it ruins your mood, if that makes sense. You know, when it's hot, your mood is like, you know, you're dancing on the beach, in your head, in the dreams. But when it's really cold, you're like, I just want to go home. So that's the difference. Also, the funny thing is, yeah, in Poland when it snows, the snow is probably up to your knees, which is pretty much really bad. But people adjust to this. They get cars that have like winterproof wheels or something, I don't know. We still have to go to school, no matter how much snow grows, probably even if it was like up to here, we would still probably have to go to school. And then you have England, snow happens, little tiny centimetre layer of snow, and the whole world just breaks down. In the radio there's like most of the schools closed, which is a good thing sometimes. Well, it used to be when I used to go to secondary school, because you don't have school and you can just go out and play in the snow, even though there's not a lot of it. But yeah, and people can't drive because everyone just slides all over the roads, and I don't think they sell any like winter wheels. Maybe in some shops, but not a lot of people have it. So have fun dealing with that issue. Another thing is clothing. How I find it, it's just my personal opinion, so you might have a different one. Clothing in England is really colourful, there's loads of different nice clothes, there's loads of designs. Obviously like every other country, but I just find clothing like, more you can just wear whatever you like and people won't judge you as much. Like, I don't know, you can go out wearing your Ugg boots during summer, which a lot of people do, and no one will say anything, or walking t-shirt in winter and no one will say anything. So I find that judgmental kind of situation is less in England, because people kind of wear what they want and they don't give a shit. There's people that have loads of colourful hairs and loads of haircuts and funky styles and funky shoes and this and that, and just no one, well, you get people looking at you like, okay then, but you get a lot of people not judging you. Whether you have Poland, I find Poland majority of people wearing jeans. If you're Polish, I don't know if you agree with me, but I think a lot of people have jeans, and when you go like onto the market to buy clothes, majority of stuff will be selling jeans. And it's not just one pair of jeans, obviously it's loads of different types of jeans, but I'd say jeans are the most common thing in Poland. And when I see a Polish person in England, I know they're wearing jeans. No, they're kind of Polish probably, but I can always tell anyway. Does that make sense? Then you have the money problem, which in England is not a problem. I mean, there are times when you don't have money, but you can easily find a job, you can easily earn the money, and it's, you know, stuff are really cheap as well. In Poland, everything is really expensive and it's really hard to get the money as well. So for example, you go to work and for a whole month you get 500. Let's say pounds, even though it's like a different currency, but let's say pounds. But then a clothing item would be £100. For example, bread would be £2. I don't know. Basically everything is more expensive in Poland. But you can still buy stuff as well, but you just buy less of those stuff, and it's for people that don't really have good jobs or people that don't have that much money struggle to get those better things, and they have to get sort of the really cheap things if they can even afford it. Then, talking about life stages, usually what happens is a young person spends majority of the time outside and meets people that are also outside, and then they do bad things. So start smoking in a really young age, or drinking at a really young age, taking drugs at a really young age. This is not a typical Polish person, but where I was born, I pretty much spent majority of time outside, sitting on benches, just talking whole day, swearing, stealing. Well, not me personally, maybe a few times, but this is the kind of life you have to kind of deal with if you, I don't know, I guess you're bored, so I really don't know how to explain it, but so that's what happens when you're young, and then you kind of grow up and you're still stuck in the same being outside. So I know a lot of people that are now 24 and they're still sitting outside on the same benches and doing exactly the same thing. Obviously their life is a bit different because you're grown up, but you still kind of get stuck in being the same sort of person for those few years. And then some people have education, like really good grades and like degrees, but then after that they can't really get a good job because it's really, really hard to get a job that is good pay and a job at all, to be honest. So that's really hard. Compared to England, you kind of go to secondary school, you go to college and you can get a nice job, maybe not what you always wanted, but you can find like any job, you know, pizza. Although in Poland it's a bit harder. So yeah. And I think the last thing that I want to talk about is that in England you got like loads of Asian people, dark skinned, white, and it's all loads of obviously different people here, and there's always loads of different foods, origins, colours and personalities. In Poland there's just white. There's just Polish and there's just white. In some towns, bigger towns, there's more of mixed race people now, I tend to see when I'm on holiday, or dark skinned, but it's still not the same as in England, because in England you got kind of like most people white, and then you got some black and some Asian and some just dark skinned basically. But in Poland you just get sort of white and maybe 5 to 10% dark skinned people. So that's like a difference, but I prefer this country here because I like to meet different people and different sort of origins and different cultures, and you can taste the food, and Chinese and Indian. And you don't get the same in Poland. You could, but it's not going to be the same because it's not made by the people. And I don't think I can ever live without Chinese or Indian. So I'm really glad I'm in this country, and yeah, that's what I got to say basically. Yeah, don't forget to go to Poland and visit the country. I don't know what to say. But if you would like to, please follow me on Instagram, which will be Miriamka. Grab my phone, it's ringing, wait. So, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at MiriamKX. Also add me on Facebook if possible. And subscribe to my channel if you're interested to see any more of me and my shit.